Hi, my name is Simon from Absolute Sales and Lettings. I'm here today to talk about the property you can see here, which is a property coming on the market recently with Fulfords in Paignton. It's property 35 Clifton Road, and it's coming on with a guide price of £100,000, which is a pretty good deal for a 3-bedroom house in Paignton. Obviously, the first thing you'll see with this main photo is it is in fairly poor condition. Externally, it looks like it needs a bit of work doing to it. When you start looking at the extra photos, you'll see that internally it is even worse condition. Unfortunately, the property is being sold as seen, and it's not even going to be cleared. So that's going to be something that any buyer's going to have to look at. Looking at another one here, so there's a fair bit of clearance, and it is difficult to see what kind of work might need doing to the property. But I think it's fair to say a full programme of improvements and redecoration will be needed. Presumably there's a photo of the kitchen on here, so kitchens, bathrooms you'd expect to be doing as well. Probably at this stage it probably then also be looking at electrics, heating systems, flooring throughout. So it's a fairly extensive renovation. It doesn't say on the details, looking here, that it has any structural issues. Normally, if there were specific structural issues that were a potential problem, they would be shown on here if they were known or they were obvious. But I think it is just the general work that needs doing to the property. Looking at quickly at the floor plan here, so it's a fairly decent sized property for a family. You've got a lounge through dining room and then a smallish kitchen. I think most people would probably now look at knocking that kitchen through to the dining room, making that a much bigger area, maybe reinstating the door back into the lounge here, and then blocking that off would give you a much more, a better sort of flow to the property that people are looking for now. Upstairs, you've got 2 double bedrooms and a single. I think the single looks a bit smaller here on the floor plan than it actually is compared to this size. But yeah, and a family bathroom. So a fairly decent size. Will make a good rental property. We've rented one out recently down there, I think 825 per calendar month. If you were going to get something like 850 maybe, because it's going to be brand new, newly done, you'd be talking a rental return of around about the 8%. And that's assuming a purchase price of around about 100, with renovations taking you to around about the 130 mark. Now, looking at that as a price, now I'm expecting it probably to go above the 130. Here's some research I've done looking at other properties that have sold in the area either now or recently. You've got a property up in Clifton Gardens, slightly better location because it's a bit quieter. 3-bed mid-terrace with parking at the front there, and that one has sold, sale agreed for 200,000. The one in the middle here went through, was sold, sale agreed a while back. I'm not sure it's gone through actually. It doesn't seem to show on the sold price history as being the sale in 2019. That was on the market at 165, but again, over a year ago, prices have risen since then, so you'd expect it to be a bit more than that. That's probably a direct comparable on Clifton Road. And then one at the bottom here, which was earlier last year, this was again needing modernisation and improvement, was on the market at 159,950 and was sale agreed then. So looking at prices, we'd expect it to be up into the 160s, maybe slightly better if the property is actually fully renovated. And as I say, getting a return on your investment based on a 130 purchase and conversion, that's renovation, of just under the 8%. If you'd like any more information, you need to contact Fulfords. The auction, sorry, I didn't mean to zoom in there. The auction is taking place on the 18th of February. It's a live online auction. So you'll need to contact them and register beforehand and do so. But I will put the link in the post below, so you can click straight through to here and then click through obviously to Fulfords and do that. If you want any more advice on rental properties and any other investments, just give us a call in the office on 01803 214 214. Thanks.